Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the New York Mets going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the swing.
Yeah, anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And starting in this one, Andrew Heaney.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Okay, all set to go. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Francisco Lindor.
And that one is downstairs. And away we go this afternoon. And a foul ball.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Out to short. Throws to first in time. 1 out in the top of the first. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And a big factor for them in recent games, Juan Soto.
Berg, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they can just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
Foul ball. Soto launched a homer in his most recent game. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
One out, runner at second. Here's Pete Alonso, right now with more RBIs than anyone in the National League. And that one is lifted in the air. Reynolds settles under it and makes the catch. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Brandon Nimmo, the next to hit. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Loud contact leads to the double. And you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the DH, Starling Marte.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Has a chance to make it a 15-game hitting streak in this one.
Man on second, 2 down. Ground ball left side. Hayes to first. They limit the damage here. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Pittsburgh, and today's starter, David Peterson.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Bottom of the first. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Going around. Cruz went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. 0-2 now. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Hits the fence. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Runner at second, nobody out. Up the middle, McNeil handles, throws to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Pirates lineup now. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Joey Bart.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
Out to short, Lindor. On to first, there for the out. Runner scores from third. This is Joey Bart.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Joey Bart.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Tied up here in the early going. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The wind of the pitch. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Nimmo sizing this one up. Brings it in for the third out. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We head to the second from PNC Park. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Heaney back to work. That's down and in. check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Horowitz takes it himself, and a quick out, number 1.
Good fade and sinking action of that change.
Swing and miss. There's the slider. It's a little one.
It started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Cruz sizes this one up. 2-2 now.
The center fielder.
2 down, base is empty. And now it's Jose Siri. And that's that ball on the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Headed towards the corner. Pops over the wall. That's an automatic double.
Oh, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or get your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. This one's smoked out to left. And that'll do it. Next straight one. Score remains tied 1-1. Bottom half of inning number 2 at the plate. Spencer Horowitz. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Hit him out, and there's 1 down.
Well, they get the strike out there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone. They wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
And now it's Andrew McCutcheon. It was the first 2 games of the series. He's over 8. And swing and a miss there.
Oh, what's the count?
One down, base is empty. Swing and foul out of play. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, he's got great strikeouts up on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for him to line up.
Jack Selinsky, the next Pirates hit.
Definitely scuffling the pitch lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Well, that pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball.
2 out, space is empty. That one the other way. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Now that to keep Ryan Hayes. Ground ball to the right side. McNeil gets it to first, and that is that. So no runs here to base hit. No errors, and 1 left. We play 2 full. All time 1-1. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And there's the ball. Heaney measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a sinker. Swing and miss, chased it out of the zone.
That he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one finds the zone. Down Lindsay.
Good spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front, get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Swings to the third head. That's the first score we've seen today, and it shouldn't be the last.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that than it does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone hit a piece and hope he throws something else to keep you at bat alive.
On Soto now. And there's a foul ball. Liner, base hit. So man aboard now with 1 away.
Now at the first baseman.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. That one way inside. Swing at a high fly ball, well struck back there. Gone! And the polar bear lays the yard. His 47th home run of the season. It's 3-1. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well with the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman carried it out of here.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Doubled in his first AB. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. They hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to fit in the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Here's Starling Marte. Grounded out his first time. Out of line, out towards center. Reaching forward, makes the catch. Jeff McNeil stands in. 0 for 1. He grounded out the first his last time. Just a slow ground ball this time. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. third. Has some trouble with it. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out. Now, 72nd tells us he fired an absolute bullet at first, and it needed to be a bullet.
Yeah, 87 miles per hour on the line here. That's deep across the diamond. Really close play as far as broke the ball. Just beat into the back.
So digging in, O'Neal Cruz. And ball one. One out, base is empty.
Hey. 1-1.
And that is downstairs. And count 2-1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Check swing, hold strike. Hard hit left side. Toss to Alonso, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
The second baseman.
2 outs, base second, and stepping in is the speedy Nick Gonzalez. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 outs. And he grabs one to the right side. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, and over. Nothing to it here this half. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates 1. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Way upstairs, 1-0. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Way high with that one. And that's ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That's towards center. Cruz moving under it. And there's one away.
Now back, the center fielder.
Jose Siri up now for the Mets. Doubled his first time up. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Right now, the battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So, you're going to be real careful that you don't get too good
in the third. Smoked on the ground a second. Throw it first in time.
Now batting, catcher, Luis Torrens.
2 down, base is empty. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. 0-1 so far. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
On the ground the third. Hayes slings it across, and that'll do it. And the Mets go down 1-2-3, and the score stays 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ryan Reynolds here. And that's it for a strike. And misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Julie Parker. Final left is first. Outside with the breaking ball. Base is empty all the way. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing the foul straight back. 1 down, base is empty. Now on this. Ground ball Alonso. He takes it on his own, and that quickly 2 away.
First baseman number 2. That's third.
Spencer Horwitz getting ready to hit. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. And he swings and misses at the initial offer.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs.
Really good taste, especially with 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, out to short. And that one finds its way through.
Now batting, the right fielder, Andrew.
Here's Andrew McCutcheon. He's 0-1. First pitch, and it just misses. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This guy's swing has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just contacted balls on the ground, takes choice misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Jack Sawinski in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. It's not right field. So that's two straight two-out hits.
Now there's nothing they can do.
So next, Jack Sawinski reached on an infield single his first time. Squeezed through that one. 0-1. Horowitz on second. McCutcheon at first. Two out of the inning. Next offering misses. And LT 1-1. Swings through that one for strike two.
Good way to go for that sinker right there. That's right where you want to hit it to get that swing over the top.
That's it inside. 2-2. 2 on, 2 outs. Deep right field. Get it back. Here. He'll touch the ball. Third home run of the season. It's 4-3. Listen to these fans.
The place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this, and Pat was very patient, and it paid off.
Up next, the Pirates. Pete Ryan. Grounded out his first time up. There's the strike. And now it's even up. That smash toward center. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And that's the inning. Cannonball coming. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Heaney back to work. Line drive.
Totally ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a four-leg pitch. This is one of those bad luck ABs.
And now it's Juan Soto. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the pitch.
When they're 2 outs, it's important. I think a 1-2-3 here would be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
A little two down now, and here is Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Okay, we're at the top of the fifth. Next up, Earl down in the third. Swings through that.
2-0. 1 strike.
And on the ground is short. Since it's first, it'll come up close to the net. Bang play to end the inning. Mets go down quickly. Score holds at 4-3. the first. And the leadoff man sat down in the half of the fifth.
Now batting, the center fielder, O'Neill.
So the batting order turns over. O'Neill Cruz will hit next. 1-for-2. And a big swing and miss.
Home runs they count.
On the ground, right side. Takes it himself. Home after the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. 0-for-2 in this one. First pitch misses. And it's foul away. Next offering is down low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Lindor on first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bucks go down quietly, and it remains a 4-3 game. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Line drive. Makes the ground run. And there's one down.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and you saw it right there. That's the player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Marte, a former All-Star, 36 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he gets by him. And he'll reach second with 1 away. That makes it a 15-game hitting streak. And there's some buzz about it now, Siggy.
It's nothing crazy, but it does say a lot about how well he's seeing pitches and really making solid contact, barreling up the baseball at times, and everything it seems he's hitting hard. As hot as he is, I could see this streak going for a little while longer.
Here comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make a move. Andrew Heaney is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. On the mound now for the Pirates, Joey Wentz.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. That's grounded out a couple of times. Almost got him.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
And now one fouled off. Man at second. Swing and a miss, and he restored.
1 ball, 2 strike.
That's outside. Ball 2. And that's too high. Brett Beatty in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him, what a hit. That was pretty nasty.
Well, even the umpire great about it. You've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the time run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It didn't look like he understood the situation.
And next to the Mets, Brett Beatty. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. In the air left field. Squeezes it, and that's the third out. So a job well done for the Buccos bullpen. Hard in the order, 3 for 5 coming up. It's the Pirates 4 and Mets 3. Bottom of the inning, stepping in, right around. So both sides equally as strong. So not a good side to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate. And that's in there at the knees. And offering is fouled back. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. But out front there, just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Next, it's the Pirate cleanup hitter, Joey Bart. That one's in there. 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2 to count.
On the ground to short. Oh, great grab of the dive. Anderson throws. It's there, and that's a great play.
This is what I watch this guy do everything. Swing the bat and make great defensive plays just like that. Remember, he wasn't playing well in 2016. Because this guy's the real deal defensively.
2 outs, base is empty. And out first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. Swing and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, the left field, Andrew.
Here's the box to the deck. And that first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to strike regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on this approach.
A good eye there.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him now. Pirates lead 1. They hold on to a 4-3 lead.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back
Pirates.
for the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. David Peterson.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the 7th fielder, Jose Siri. The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. And out of here. He circles the bases, his 13th home run of the season, and we are all tied up. It's 4-4. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that bat mode. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. Spikes the plate, strike 1.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show. Again, contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Tied at 4. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And foul off. They'll do it again. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Cracks his bat, pops him off. Bednar hits the grab, one away.
Now got it.
And now Frankie Lindor, 0 for 3 in this one. Line drive, base hit right field. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Up next to bat, the right fielder, Juan.
Here's Juan Soto. Now there's a bullet down the line. Bangs off the wall. Lindor around second, headed for third. Throw comes in quickly. Holds that go-ahead run at third, and there's still one away. Well, Siggy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. David Bednar won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with the new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Caleb Ferguson on the pitch out of the pen here.
number 60.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Big at bat. Now it's the polar bear. Pete Alonso steps in. Gotta be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And that is out of play.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the any double play move.
And a ball misses outside. With the go-ahead run at third, here in the top half of inning number 7. Oh, he can't hang on. Still swings it to second. The throw comes in too late, and they don't get the out.
That's 3 singles in a row, and that ball was at your will. 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics. Really important at bat coming up now.
Brandon Nimmo, the next to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Line drive. And it stays fair. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. It's a 2-run double, and they have the lead.
Costly mistake in the outfield makes it a bad read, and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
Starling Marte up to hit. 1 for 3. And that love missing low. The 1-0. On the ground to third. He's the first. Marte retired. So digging in, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 3 with 2 ground out to the strikeout.
Kind of goes without saying, but straight in these 2 runners in scoring position right here, it feels like it's a must if they stand a chance to win this game.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. 1 run's in, another comes in to score, and they're up by 4. And he's safe at second with a 2-run double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Absolutely punished that hit. Was
Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Caleb Ferguson gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
The pitcher now, Colin Holderman.
And this is his 40th appearance of the season, so he's starting to log a decent amount of run this year.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Here's the throw to the plate. The soft line. And the lead is up to 5.
Well done, drives in the run. Really nice job staying up in the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with it, just shot it through the infield.
So 2 down. Jose Siri digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through to center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And his hot hitting continues.
I kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets, known for his rocket arm on plate. And there's a rocket into the outfield, headed for the plate. 1 run is in. He's in there. They add on as the run scores all the way from first.
Nicely done. Great home, too. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Back to the top of the order. Now to hit Francisco Lindor. Fought off foul. Runner at second, 2 down. That one fouled off. Punts that one away. The count remains 0-2. And right back to the mound. Fires over first. Lindor retired. 3rd out. So they've had around us for 8 times to take the lead. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Mets 11 and the Buccos 4. We're back into the picture here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sean Reed Fulton.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Now it's the DH, Jackson Nitzke. So here's a pitch in for a strike at 95. Next offering is foul back. Ripped out of line. Reaching down, makes a catch.
the third baseman, number 13.
Keep Ryan Hayes getting ready to hit. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes difficult play. He can throw from so many different angles and makes really tough plays look very easy.
One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
But one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you get soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
One down. And now the shortstop, Neil Vaquero. He's grounded out a couple of times.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
Hayes leads off first with one away. Got him swinging.
Wow, just great bites to that slider. Broke hard out of his own. Pulled up the swing. That pitch is really hard to take. There's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Cruz stands in now and watches strike one. Two outs. Strike two.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's out number 3. So one left for Pittsburgh. They'll need to pick it up. It's 11-4. Welcome back, and we take a check of the current standings. Holderman back to work. Swings and misses. And that's strike
1-1's
one.
the count.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Go two. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you admit it. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Alonso down at the plate as he swings through strike one.
0-1.
Yeah, foul ball. On the ground to the left. Which is at first. And that takes care of Alonso. Two down, bases empty. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball one.
That's the ball.
Two down, opening up. And we're to the top of the 8th. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. He'll circle the bases. His 28th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 12-4. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. They hit it to the Nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it, and a hitter's count.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Colin Holderman will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now,
Carmen Machinsky gets handed the rock out of the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty. Social Way was opening on. Starling Marte now at the plate. 1 for 4 with a double. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
This one in the air right field, and that will drop foul. On the ground. He's the first. Marte retired. And that is the third out of the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Back after this on the show. Back down to pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Ryan Stanek.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. Strikeout hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
Nick Gonzalez takes it down.
the second baseman. Good.
And first offering is fouled off.
A little target on that fastball. He's going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
And a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Cut out and miss. Struck him out. And 1 gone.
Well, that's the blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have enough success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And on the count, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one close, ruled the ball. And 1-1.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Fire's down looking.
Delta's pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, but we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Here's the catcher, Joey Bart. In the air, left field. Nimmo has it sized up. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a look at your upcoming schedule. swing and ball lifted to center field. Puts it away for the out.
Up next to that, the third baseman,
Brett Beatty will hit next. Crushed to right. This one got a chance. Out of here. Home run. He didn't pay for that one. It's 13-4. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of at bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Base is empty, one away. Jose Siri, the next to hit. That one laced to center and a base hit.
The catcher, number 13, Luis Torrens.
One gone runner at first. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Check out the runner. Siri back in on the dive. Runner on the goal. That's it for a strike. Second, but way too late. Save there. Great clear for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder up there.
Swing and a miss. Knocking him out of a slider. There's two gone.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike. And that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just looking for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to. But right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Swing the ground ball. But yeah, he's got it. Goes for his knees. Nicely done to the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Edwin Diaz.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season, keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz. First offering a fastball for a strike. Diaz, a righty that throws with power. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a two-seamer. Sets him down looking. Strike three called and a slider to the knees.
Now batting,
So next, Andrew McCutcheon. Swing and ball popped in the air. Brings it in, two down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Last chance down for the Pirates. Next to hit, Jack Zielinski. And first offering is fouled off. Pirates with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 2. One strike away